Hello and welcome back. Well, it will be time for me to take this beast out again for a spin, and besides this ship I will also be flying a bellicose Covertops. Now this ship is the equivalent of a Pilgrim, while this ship over here is the equivalent of a Rapier. So if you don't want to call them bellicose Covertops or Arbitrator Covertops, calling them Pilgrim or Rapier is both suitable names. That's the names that I like to use for these ships because their hulls do look like their EVE Online counterparts. Well, I think it will be time to jump in combat and see what I did catch. Now, besides solo PvP, I will also do PvP in fleets. I did have very nice fights in a fleet, especially around the new anomalies. Now, in this case, this Caracal did try to steal my loot, so I did have to engage. This is one of the rare situations where the target actually warps in on me, so I was prepared for such a situation. This is a Inquisitor or a Scout anomaly. I think it is a Inquisitor anomaly. So you can find very nice loot in the crates here. Now you might be wondering, why is my ship slow? Well, my internet connection is very bad and I think I did get stuck on this station over here. So that's one of the reasons why the ship appears to be not moving. But in most cases it is my internet connection. That Caracal did respond to my attack a little bit too late, so in this case I will take minimal damage. I would have taken more damage if this Caracal did decide to shoot me earlier. Of course, I always have to say that I do respect all Caracals, because the Caracal is one very dangerous and one very respectable ship in the game. The rapid missile launchers are doing very nice damage, and overall I think missiles are the best weapon for PvP, while drones are the best weapon for encounters and for storylines. Well, that's Mark 5 and Mark 7 loot, not bad, and now I can continue to clear this Inquisitor anomaly that I was already at. Now, so far I have to say, I did have lots of fun flying this ship. I do have around 34 kill marks on it so far, 34 confirmed kills. Now, this here is a Caracal Navy, and as you can see I do have the targeting delay. I do have to wait 8 more seconds. I am in a fleet. I do have a battlecruiser as DPS. That is a Hurricane, a very powerful ship, so I don't have to worry about being outnumbered and outgunned in this case. So my current job here is to keep the disruptor on this Caracal, and of course to use the target painter to increase its signature radius for the Hurricane to do more damage, and of course to increase my own damage. Now this Caracal Navy does have faction, I think it has faction rapid missile launchers because it is doing a lot of damage. I would say it has around 500 to 600 DPS, judging by the amount of damage that my ship is taking, and it has around 27 kilometer range, so technically I should be able to outrun the missiles at 26 kilometers with a MVD, but my internet connection again will not allow me to do that, so I have to take the hits. And of course maybe the Caracal maybe does have the module to increase its missile range. That might be active at the moment. Well, the Caracal is down on the armor. Now it is down on the hull. I am on 69% armor, and the ship should be destroyed in the next seconds. Now this is another target that warped in, a Algos destroyer. I first thought that this might be reinforcement for the Caracal, but turns out this was just a scout. and I do have the disruptor on target, but that Algos did have warp core stabilizers, and of course those will allow that ship to warp out to safety. Well, that's one missed kill and one good Caracal Navy kill. Now I'll be going towards the wreck. I forgot to enable the disruptor on the pod, but it doesn't matter. The pod did escape. I forgot to drop the point on it in the heat of the battle. Now I have to be fast to get to the wreck, and after that I have to quickly run away from the rats over here, because I am down on my armor and I don't want to let those NPCs shoot me on my armor, because this ship is not built in this case to withstand any incoming damage on the armor. I'm down on 45% armor, but I did collect the wreck. It was some very nice loot. I do need those for faction rapid missile launchers. Well, I have to say these anomalies are currently one of the best places if you want PvP. You can expect all sorts of ships to warp in. Also, the rewards were pretty nice. I did get a couple new modules, including Mark 7 target painters, Mark 7 tracking disruptors, and I think I even got a couple of the scramblers, which I think I'll be using on other ships. Clearing these anomalies in a fleet is very fun, and I do recommend that you do these anomalies in fleets, because it is not rare for other fleets to warp in or other players to warp in. So here you can also catch, and you can also get very nice kills, very nice targets. And the reward here is also very nice. I did see that the crates that you can find here go on sale for up to 400 million, the rare ones that is, and the faction scrambler goes on sale for, I think last time when I checked it was around 350 million to like 400 million. By the way, that poor slasher did warp in at the wrong moment, and well, could be a scout, so now I do expect more ships to warp in. Usually when you see fast ships warp in here, or when you see pods warping in here, in most cases those are scouts for other ships. So when you see one of these, you can shoot them down, and after you shoot them down, or after they warp out, you should expect more people to warp in. Well, in this case, no one else did warp in. I mean, no one wants to mess around with a succubus and a Covert cruiser. Well, let's see what I will catch here. I am warping on a large anomaly, and I'm very curious. I kind of forgot what I did catch here. I think it was also a caracal, but I am not quite sure. Let's see. Now, currently, the game does have a lot of crashing issues. In my case, the game crashed only once, and other people did report a lot more often that the game did crash for them. Let's see, this is a caracal, okay, well, a tier 5 caracal trainer. Well, it is still a cruiser, so I will engage. 80 kilometers away from me. Will this caracal warp out? That's the question. Is that caracal AFK? That's the question. Well, I will attempt to approach, and once I am within... Well, I am within the drone range, but I am not within the disruptor range. And, well, now I am, and I have unleashed the drones. We'll orbit at close range, 23-24 kilometers. We'll turn off the MVD, and who knows? The game might have crashed for this player. I mean, a lot of players did report the game to crash for them. I can confirm that it crashed in my device once. Well, that caracal does have a MVD, but again, who knows what actually happened. Might be just AFK, but I did shoot down this caracal. And well, time to check out the wreck. I have to admit, lately I did see a lot of these trainer ships with very nice modules, so that's very interesting. And later on I think I did include one very odd situation that did happen to me, and I think might very well be one of my luckiest kills that I've ever done so far. I think I did leave that for around the, I think it will be around the end of this video. One of the luckiest kills that I've ever done, and you will see why. Okay, let's see what's around that anomaly. I am waiting for my targeting delay to be completed. Okay, let's warp in. Let's see what's on the other side, or should I say, let's see what's on the anomaly. And also, I did have one very awkward situation that you will see later on, and I will actually explain what happened. I think this is the situation. So I did fly the ship for a very long time, and I did see the amount of the Pilgrims grow, the amount of Arbitrator Covertops grow, and here I do have one Arbitrator Covertops warping in, or should I say, I think it actually decloaked. And this Covertops that did warp in is doing the same thing that I am doing. This Covertops is also chasing down and, well, doing PvP. Now, at first I thought that this might be a bait, that's why I warped out. Later on I did find out that that Arbitrator did do the exact same tactic that I currently use. That Covertops, that Pilgrim that did warp in, is using my own tactics for this ship. And if I didn't warp out, if I knew that, then I would have engaged that Covertop ship. If I were to do that, I would have destroyed the ship in 99% of cases, because I did have the advantage in that case. Mostly because that ship did have a 30 seconds targeting delay because of the cloaking device. So I admit I didn't know at the time what was going on, so that's one kill that I unfortunately did miss, and I can just hope that I have a situation like that again, because next time I'll make sure not to miss that. Well, this was just a thrasher, but again, it is one more kill mark on this ship. Now, besides the 34-35 kills that I did have on the ship did also participate in a lot of PvP. It did see a lot of combat in Null, it did see a lot of combat in other systems. So this ship does have quite a bit of history behind it. And if I did have a proper PvP fit for this ship, not a semi-mission and semi-PvP fit, I would have around 600 and 700 DPS. In that case, I would have gotten a lot more kill marks. Well, this was a caracal that did warp in our anomaly. Now, I did see a lot of bombers usually and other Covertop ships stay cloaked around the containers, waiting for other ships to complete them, and then they steal your loot. So if you aim to get the containers, the crates here in these new anomalies, make sure to shoot down all players that you see, because in a lot of cases they will steal your loot, because you know the loot here can be very valuable, so it is actually worth to defend your loot in this case, because you can get the new modules, which by the way do work. The stats are not shown properly, but they work, and I did test that out with the target painters. the target painters do improve the incoming damage on target, especially with missiles. Well, what is this? A pod. I have to admit, lately I did start to miss a lot of pods, and that is not a good sign. But that pod worked out because I was too far away from it. I did not have the range to drop the disruptor on it, so that pod did escape. I did miss a lot of kills, and again partially because I just didn't play good, and of course I can also blame my internet connection for this as well. But overall, the anomaly run here was excellent. We did get a lot of the new modules, we did get a couple of the rare crates, and we did get a lot of the common ones. This is another Caracal trainer that did warp in on this anomaly here. Now I am just orbiting at, let's see, 20, well actually I did set 27 kilometers, but I did wait for the proper time to engage. Now this is where I also did make a mistake. As you can see, I should have kept on approaching the target, but for some reason I think that target might be a lot faster than my ship, and it did warp out eventually. So I have to say that was a well-built Caracal trainer. It was actually faster than my Covertops. Now my Covertops is by no means a slow ship. It is very fast. It can be faster. But of course, combine that with bad internet, and well, things like these can happen. This is a Myrmidon. Now I do have this ship. The ship can be dangerous because they do repair very quickly. They are excellent with dual armor repairs, but I do have an ally in a Hurricane, and well, I am very confident in the teammates' performance on the Hurricane, so we are going to engage this battlecruiser. Now I did not intend to lock on the friendly drone. I did want to see what drones the Myrmidon has. Seems like Mark 7 Valkyries, same drones that I do have at the moment. Now here I did make the mistake of not approaching the target to the disruptor range because I was partially afraid of those drones attacking me. I know that the drones do a lot of damage, so I have to be very careful. But I did notice that the armor started to fall down very quickly on that battlecruiser, and well, when I decided to approach to drop the disruptor, the ship eventually warped out. So that kill, well, we did miss this kill because of my fault, absolutely my fault. I wasn't close enough. In this case, the target did warp in and quickly warped out, and after that the ship didn't show up again. Well, we could have shot down that Myrmidon, but again, my fault for not being too close to it. Well then, time to jump on the Rapier. This ship is very good for PvP, I have to admit. I did see that the rapid missile launchers do a lot of damage, and overall they do perform very good. This ship is also very agile, very maneuverable, and it is built for PvP more than the Pilgrim. And well, let's see what I will catch here. And I think afterwards, after this kill, you are going to see the luckiest kill that I think I've ever done so far, and I will explain what happens, because I think it's actually funny and lucky at the same time. Well, another Caracal trainer. I don't know why everyone is flying a Caracal, but they do. So the point has been dropped, and now I will use the missiles, and well, this Caracal will have a very, very bad day. The missiles do a lot of damage, and the rapids so far are my personal favorite weapon for PvP. Drones are good, but they don't do nearly enough damage as the missiles do. And I don't And I think they even nerfed the rapids, and well, they are still very good. And this caracal went down. I will quickly try to get the pod, and I will quickly try to get the wreck to see what's inside. And well, faction items again. That was interesting. And the pod has been destroyed. Time to retreat and time to regroup for the next kill. Because in the future these rats are also going to drop the disruptor on your ship, and well, I have to slowly prepare myself for such situations. Well then, on to the luckiest kill that I have ever done. So in that anomaly over there, there is I think a Vexler, and I am waiting for the targeting delay to finish up. And now I will be warping in. So, as you know, I already did complain about my internet connection, well, at least a couple times. And you are going to see what bad internet connection can do in PvP. Now, I'm warping in with this ship prepared for combat. There is the target, there is the Vexor. I will attempt to lock, approach, and orbit at close range. I did drop the point on the target, I did drop the disruptor, and all modules are active. But you would notice that I am not doing any damage and my modules are not working. Well, the reason for that is my internet crashed. I lost my internet connection at this time. So this is my personal worst nightmare in this game happening right in front of my eyes. And in this case, I can just only hope that the ship can withstand the drones, and I can only hope that the missiles are going to shoot down the target, and I can only hope that no reinforcements come to help this Vexor. And the screen that will give me nightmares has appeared, so now I can only hope that I am alive, and I can only hope that the ship is alive, or I can only hope that the enemy has been destroyed. Well, not enemy, the target. And, well, I have to say, these were the longest 20 seconds that I've ever had in this game, because this is literally the worst nightmare. The worst thing that can happen is that you lose your internet connection at the start of combat, while you don't know what can happen. You don't know if someone will jump in to help him, or you don't know if that ship is actually tanky and if that Vexor is actually shooting me down at the moment. So I am waiting for the connection to come up again. Again, this is literally my personal worst nightmare, and it happened, so I think I will have to change some modules on the ship, because a couple modules on the ship are found from destroyed ships in PvP. And well, I actually did destroy the Vexor somehow while being offline, so it worked. 7 Mark V Valkyries and faction modules. This was a very nice kill, although I didn't see the combat because I was offline. The ship did survive, and that Vexor was destroyed. So this is literally my luckiest situation and luckiest kill in game. And well, that was some risky stuff there. And it is my pleasure to play this game. And with that being said, stay safe, fly safe, and I'll see you next time.